Hello, my friends. So, I am here on a Sunday for the week 2 of I'm speaking just randomly, whatever comes into my mind. I was too lazy to talk and I had a kind of funny nose as well, but I wanted to keep my promise. So, I came here to speak about why humans fight. That's what I'm going to talk today. Why humans fight. So even in 2025, you see so many countries fighting each other, fighting each other. When you say fight, who do you see really fight? Do you see the presidents fight each other? Do you see the government officials fight each other? But the armies fight each other. When armies fight each other, the most damage happen to the civilians. Most lives are lost in civilians. In World War II, as I remember, when let's say 20 million soldiers died, but 40 million civilians died because of World War II. So, double the amount of soldiers are dead in World War II, more civilians. But the leaders, they are safe. They are safe. They are still doing what they are doing. Let's think about why humans first fought in the first place. As we see in the history, we know so many civilizations, right? In each, in the history, in each of the civilizations were wrote about what empires did. What they did mostly was fighting, conquering land. That was their greatness, right? People say they were great empires, great warriors. Why? Because they can fight, they could fight. Is that the reason? But when you see, have you watched Vikings before? Let's say that's the first time human fought. In Vikings, you clearly see Vikings travel to British, England, UK, right? Why? Why? What was their main objective to travel? Because they wanted to find new land. Why they need new land? Because Vikings, their land was not fertile enough to grow crops. When they can't grow crops, they can't survive. They can't feed their families and they can't feed their children. So they had to find new land. When finding new land, they went to UK, right? In UK, in England, there were another civilization. There were another humans. Those citizens of UK haven't seen the people of Vikings. The people in Vikings never met or never knew there are another humans exist, right? They didn't know. So when they go to another land, they see another humans, just like you and me. But they are different. They are different. They speak another language. You don't understand what they are speaking. It's like an alien language. You don't understand the language. And they have different food, different culture. And especially, they believe in a different God. They are not believing in the God that you believe in. So it makes controversial. And when you see even in the Vikings, not every Viking wants to fight, right? Some wants to have peace, contribution, cooperation, and find better solutions. But they couldn't do that because even when one person in that Viking group has a fixed mindset, fixed in their belief. They don't like another person who, let's say, in UK have people who have a fixed mindset, fixed belief. Only their truth matters and only their truth is the right truth. When those two people fight, it can go into a collision, right? Let's say two Viking and two UK people are fighting. That's their fight. But in order to protect those two Viking people, other Vikings have to come and support the two Viking person to attack two British people. So when that happens, more British people come to help the two British people and it becomes a large group. When large groups have some misunderstanding, they want revenge, they want justice, they want to fight because the strongest men go in the boats, right, when finding land. So they have strong men, what they are good at, what they train their whole life to fight, to protect their family. So in their head, that's what only matters to them. So they fight. Where we fight because, let's say, belief. At that time, he was talking about Viking god. From the UK side, he was talking about the English god. And when something that doesn't interest you coming from another person's mouth, you don't like that really. It it feels like he's hitting you with words. You can't take it anymore because you have balls that you now you want to fight back because he told me something that I didn't like and it hurt me. When I got hurt, I have survival instincts. I have to protect my belief. I have to stand up for myself. Now I have to fight back. That small incident can turn up into a very big fight between two countries. As today, even today, you can see very small incident can turn up to a very big incident. Millions of people can suffer because of a small incident. Those millions of people who suffer don't even care about that small incident, but what to do? They have no power or no military power to do anything, right? They don't have the voice. They have voice, they don't know how to use their voice. That is the issue. So, gradually, people, before humans were fighting face to face, and then when they evolved, they wanted better tools to fight because they knew when you fight face to face, you get hurt. It hurts, right? When you face, it hurts. I know. Uh, so they created other tool, the swords, the long, what you call, I can't, javelin kind of thing. Yeah, they created arrows you can shoot from far away, and they planned because they were fearful. They were protecting themselves from the unknown. From the unknown. At that time, they were unknown. So humans were evolving like that, and at a time, humans invented weapons, guns, who can shoot from far away, deadly, one shot and knock out. No, even an arrow, like when you if you don't use the full force, your human force, it won't do much damage. But even if you don't apply much force, a gun can harm a human very badly. So they invented weapons, right, to plan and suppress their enemies. Now we have moved to a capitalism system or whatever. The product we manufacture make us profit, right? So during, let's say, not so much past history, let's say World War One. When World War One happens, because of some incident, you don't know what really happened, and there were people who were creating, there were companies who were creating weapons, right? So they make profit from those weapons. When people move, more and more people fight, the weapon manufacturers makes more and more money. That money helps them to maintain, have a luxury lifestyle that they like. With money, they can pay people. With people, they can have power. They can shape, they can spread their beliefs when they have more money, more control. The more money we have, more control we have. People like to have control, right? Because humans don't like to lose their control. They want their control. So, when that happens, some companies made billions of money by manufacturing weapons. It goes to the World War II as well. I have heard like the same banking families have helped or funded both the parties in World War II, both the parties. When they help them, what happened? Whoever wins, they don't care. They get the profit, they get the control. With control, they get the influence and everything. Easy. With money, you can shape education, you can shape health, you can shape anything. When you shape the narrative, media, you can shape how humans evolve. So during World War II, it was a huge business at that time. Many people made billions of money from World War II by manufacturing weapons. Let's say you are the weapon manufacturer, or let's say you are a businessman. You have a chocolate. You are a chocolate company, right? You sell chocolates, and if I buy a chocolate and I don't eat it, how can you, the chocolate company, makes money? If I don't eat the chocolate, I don't buy the same chocolate again. If I don't buy the same chocolate again, you, the chocolate company, lose a customer. So how can you make more and more money? How can you make more profits than the last year? How can you maintain your lifestyle that you have previously experienced? You want the same or much better lifestyle, right? Every human wants that. They want to go become better than the situation they are right now today. So as a weapon manufacturer, if there's a gun, if I buy a gun, if I don't use the gun, why would I buy another gun? So if I don't buy another gun, how can the weapon manufacturer makes money, right? So as a chocolate owner, chocolate company owner, what you do to sell more chocolates? You advertise. You make people like the chocolate, give them feelings, right? You somehow advertise marketing campaigns. You do that with the profit that you have gained from previous sales, you do that. Now think from the perspective of a weapon manufacturer. If you want to sell more weapons and make more profits and take more control, you have to advertise, you have to market, you have to shaken the feelings of humans, you have to give something, give something for them. So what you can do, how they might market their products, how they can advertise. That is what you see on media. When they have money, they invest that money in media to market, advertise their products. But they don't sell the products directly. Before they sell the product directly, they shake up your emotions. They give the narrative to hype your emotions. Mostly fear. Fear is one of your emotion. So when you fear most, you want safety. And that's when the politicians come into the media and They tell why they fight, tell why they fight. So they come into the media and say they're going to use your money to fight this country because we care about your safety. So you like safety, right? You don't like fear. So your silence, you don't have much voice. Who you gonna tell? I don't like you using my money, but you like safety. So you become silent, and you're silent, and each person's silence become the approval for them to carry on, carry on. So weapon manufacturer, if I'm a weapon manufacturer, I would advertise like that. I would tell media to create fear, and to media to create fear, there should be an incident, right? And now I have a lot of money from my previous sales. From my previous sales, I have a lot of money. From that money, I would say I would hire 50 people. Let's say, let's take two ethnicities, right? Just two. Let's say Muslim, one ethnicity. Let's say another one Jewish, another ethnicity, right? I take, I pay, let's say 1 million, that's a huge lot of money, but 50 million, 1 million each for 50 people, 1 million each for 50 people. That's nothing, 100 million, that's nothing. Let's say you have, even you don't, I don't have to pay much, right? Like for example, I give them 1 million each, and when I give 1 million each, I know they're gonna be fucking loyal to me. They're gonna love me so much because I have given them $1 million. With that millions, they feel they are secure. Their lifestyle is secure. Their wife, children have food all year long. Children have the best education. You see stability with that million. So the person who gave that $1 million, I feel so generous. So my heart is melting for them, and I would do anything they ask me to do. Right? Yeah, I know. Uh, so, and then you ask, let's say, Muslim people. First, you ask Muslim people to go to a place where Jewish people live and make some drama. Just maybe hit 20-30 people, or maybe shoot 20-30 people, or maybe destroy some houses, destroy their stability. So when they are Jewish people, stability destroyed, right? And who they gonna tell? Their leader. They want justice. And the news, and you pay another million for media, and some media person go to the Jewish family, Jewish area, that community, and take some coverage, take shots, hear some emotional stories, because they are hurt. They have emotional stories, what happened to them, and you take that shots and show it in your media. When you show it on the media, other Jewish people get so sad, they get angry, they want to do something, right? And after a month or two, you pay that 50 Jewish people to go and do the same thing to the Muslim society. Civilians, not the people who did that. Just do it and do it for some civilian, innocent Muslim people. Do it. Kill them, hurt them, destroy their business, destroy their houses, create some chaos. And then they do it. And the media, in the Muslim side, they pay another million. How many million? 102 million I have invested if I am the weapon manufacturer. So the media person goes into that side and takes some shots, emotional shots, the damage, stories, and they broadcast that shots over a week or two, creating hate, spreading hate, and creating a conflict. And it happens few times over and here there. And after some time, or at the same time when the attack happens, just like it happens in Australia, Bondi Beach, soon after that happened, their world leader comes and say, see, we told you this ethnicity is not good. The people are so violent, we have to take some actions, we have to pass some laws. I told you this would happen, but you didn't listen to me. So next time you better listen. Some world leader come and can say that, right? It happens before. And just like that, there's a conflict started, two different beliefs. The media highlights that. They are not saying if there's a Jewish people and a Muslim people meet in the road, they never fight. If they live in two separate neighborhood houses, they don't have a reason to fight. I have Muslim friends, I have Tamil friends. I don't fight with them. I don't have a reason. But imagine, like for normal people who watch media, the news, they create a hate, a fear, and all the emotions through media. So they hate another unknown Muslim person for no reason. They hate another Jewish people for no reason. You have even not met them, but you hate them. It's the same like creating a terrorism. Let's say you are a very rich person and you see some poor people who are struggling to live. Let's say who were destroyed from conflict when they are young. They have anger in their body. They want to take revenge, right? Let's see. I have seen a small child in Palestine who lost everything due to war. Family, houses, community, their future, whole their future. Look at this child. Whole future is collapsed. So they don't have a hope. And now I come into the place. I come and give the child $1 million to help you take revenge or to make you have justice. So what is justice? And they say, I have a friend who can give you weapon, who give you training, and we give you that. And that person build an organization. There are hundreds of men who lost everything, right? As a man, you want justice. As a man, you want to rebuild. As a man, you have that hate, trauma. When that happens to you when you are young, it's bad. And to seek justice, fairness becomes your only option, only hope in life, only purpose in life. It becomes your whole purpose because everything shattered when you're young, small. You lost everything, and you have an anger towards the people who did that to you. And when someone comes into you and they say, this is your mission, this is what you got to do, they can easily get brainstorms because those people were not heard before. They didn't have anyone to tell their sadness or unfairness that happened to them. So over time, otherwise how can the terrorist organization get so much money? The same parties who want the war and conflict, they help them. They give them money and weapons to create that organization. And let's say this child is small, but when he grow into 14, 15, 16, he becomes old and strong. And when in his land, the same land he lost everything, when someone comes and give them a purpose, join our organization, let's fight back, let's fight back, join our organization. That kid, when he is 18, will join an organization that fighting for justice. But the core of that organization is fighting justice. But for media, what we see is a terrorist organization, and the media approves it. So when on behalf of them, let's say, When something happen, you put the blame on them and you justify, you take millions, billions of money from American government. Fuck. It's your money, taxpayers' money. You take billions of money from every year. And imagine the amount you invested and the amount you got as a return. Is great return on investment. That's business. See, think as a businessman. And nowadays, I think that is the main reason why we still fighting. Still, at that time, all times we can say we fight because we didn't understand what they are saying. We were fearful. But now we are connected. We understand you, me, and each human is just like us. We have emotions. We have basic needs. We all born without knowing anything, and everything like our beliefs are things that we don't know. Belief, that's why you call it a belief. So what's the reason we fight it for until now? Because each and everything in this world exists because it generates money for humans in this system. The system we have created, not your God have given you. We have created this system, right? And all the truth, everything we know right now can be true until we get to know a better truth. Just like that, the system, this system that we live in can be good until we think and find a better system, right? Humans can think. If we can think and create a rocket to go to moon, go to space, we can think and create systems for us to survive in this earth. We don't have to find another globe, another planet to civilization. We can do it here. Only thing is we got to understand, we got to manage, we got to understand our emotions. Some people, on behalf of maintaining their lifestyle and maintain what they inherited, they have to spread fear. To keep the control, they have to spread fear and maintain that power, because humans are looking for control, right? But we can have that feel, experience that control within ourselves and outside as well. The thing is, humans are before looking for control and power outside, they forgot the power within themselves. If they understood the power within themselves, if they experience the power and control within themselves, they are not going to look the power and control outside. But you can't blame the people who are doing that already, because that's how they have evolved, that's what they have learned. As humans who are alive right now, only thing we can do is explain to them or make them understand or create our own system for us to survive our own ways. When our own ways are much better than the old ways, it will slowly, automatically, we will evolve. Humans are evolving. At that time we didn't have technology, we are not connected, we didn't know anything about humans, humanity, that we all are same. But now we have that knowledge, education, technology to connect. We don't have to fight still. For a fact I can say, no human is greater than another human. No human is chosen by a God, because no one knows who is the God. Everyone believes something. In the meaning of beliefs itself says that we don't know. There are things we know, there are things we don't know. And in the middle, there are things we believe. And we are attached so much to our beliefs, we will destroy another human just like us in order to protect our beliefs. So unless we understand our attachments towards our beliefs, our titles, our worldly resources, if we don't understand the attachment we have, we don't understand another human, because there are 8 billion people, but we only meet very less number of people in our lifetime. In our attachment, in each human attachments, there are few people, like 200 people maximum, who we are attached to. And before the rest of the people, we are mostly attached to our beliefs, our titles, our worldly resources. But if we are evolving species, we should understand our attachments, and we should include those humans before the worldly resources, titles, and our beliefs, because those things are not worth hurting another human. It's not worth it. If we are understood it, we have evolved better than our ancestors, and still we are evolving. Right now, you as an educated person, you have something to do. We got to educate more and more people. We got to learn about our mind, how it works, how our emotions work, to identify our emotions, to observe our emotions, and to manage our emotions by being self-aware, to observe our thoughts and be self-aware. And emotions come from a feeling as a thought. So if we become more self-aware, you can understand the manipulation, the media. Media is what we see, right? This is, if you are watching this is media, because it is in front of you. As humans, we learn from what we see, what we hear, and what we experience. And if you just turn 360 angle, that's the environment you learn. And if there's a TV in front of you, that's something, some device that you're learning from. And you don't know who is controlling that device. You don't know their objective. You don't know their narration. You don't know their objective. So don't let them control your emotions. You take the control of your emotions. Then you will see the real value of a human life. If so, we won't repeat what our ancestors repeated. We won't repeat what our ancestors repeated. And there are people saying World War III is coming. The statement itself is a manifestation. Even I think they are doing it, people with money, power. Because when you keep repeating the same thing, and over time, slowly when it happens, they can say, see, we told you, it happened. But it happened because they grew, they spread the seed, they spread the seed of fear into your mind slowly and slowly, and you consumed it, and you became it. And then you realize, what I believed has become me. What we believed, what the world is doing, it became the world itself. The world is simply what you. The world of yours and world of another person is the world unique to you. That's what you see. That's my world. A lemon tree over there, that's my world. So media, don't let them manipulate you. Take control of your life. And this is my second week. I talk about like half an hour about why humans fight. And I believe you have learned something. And I believe my talk will help you to understand more and connect dots in your life, in your world. Then have a good night.